constitutional rights, people's rights become meaningless. How can one individual's power to speak compare to that of a multinational corporation? The Supreme Court has ruled that money equals speech. The effect is this: people who have money can speak, and people who don't can't. That is a plutocracy. When the word corporation does not occur in the Constitution, corporations had to use unelectable, unaccountable judges to give them rights. Judge-made law is not democratic, and we did not elect the Supreme Court justices, but they get to decide who counts and who does not in our democratic process. Congress and the people should decide those issues. Every cause we care about and fight for is affected by corporate power, a power which is fabricated in the mind of the defendant. It is for these reasons that we, the people gathered here today, do bring to trial the Supreme Court of the United States of America on the charge of aiding and abetting the criminal hostile takeover of our self-governance.
Mike check!
Mike check!
Representing the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
Representing the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
Is that stack of money?
Is that stack of money?
Mike check!
Mike check!
If the witnesses here are ready to speak, let us now hear their testimony.
If the witnesses are here and ready to speak, let us now hear their testimony.
This is open for you all to tell us why you're here today. Why are you here to protest the Citizens United case? We need to hear words from the public. It can be a 30-second story.
If you think your public lands, the BLM land and Forest Service land in this state and across the country are for you, guess again. The corporations, the mining corporations, increasingly foreign mining corporations, energy corporations of every kind, oil and gas and huge industrial renewable energy corporations. They are taking over the public lands and destroying the resources, the water, the soil, the wildlife. Corporate control of something everyone owns, and including the rapacious public lands, cattle, and sheep ranchers.
You want to know what the corporations think about the environment and about your food? Plant food in your front yard and see what happens. Yeah. Talk to the government about why they're slaughtering Mustangs while they're on lands that are open for free grazing. Ask them that. Ask them what's going to happen when I plant my tomatoes in my front yard.
What's going to happen?
Is anyone here to speak to education?
Yeah.
Tom Luna? Anybody?
I'm pissed off as a parent that they are, corporations are behind wanting our kids to take 2 classes online, and I think it was 8, and it may be they're busting it down to 2, I'm not sure. But it's all that was a bunch of stuff shoved down people's throats. We spoke up, we said no, they didn't listen, they went ahead with it anyway. I don't get that. I mean, I see my rights being eroded constantly since 9/11, you know, and that was a terrible thing that happened, but they are using it as a vehicle to screw us all. They don't need us anymore. They've got China, they've got other markets, and I don't want to be screwed.
Is anyone here prepared to offer testimony on the bailouts?
I want one. All in favor say I need one.
I just wanted to say, banks got bailed out and we got sold out. They got bailed out on the backs of the American taxpayer and without any restrictions. And they gave record bonuses to their CEOs that year. If we're not careful, we're going to become slaves and serfs.
I want to make a separate charge against corporations in America. I'm a veteran of the United States of America, served as a combat veteran, and I would charge the corporations with paying our government to become involved in wars all over this world. I have been spoon-fed patriotism since I was a little boy. I went off and served my country like many veterans did. And this is what I will tell you. I came home poisoned from Agent Orange that our own country sprayed in Vietnam. I have diabetes, the only one in my entire family on both sides. I contracted it when I was 45 years old. I'm now 57 and I've come down with coronary artery disease and heart disease. I fought the VA for 15 years just to get them to take care of me, until my commander stepped forward. They wouldn't even do that. When he finally did, I was awarded 210%. I'm the only person that I know that has a rating that high. They owe me $599,000 in back pay for the 17 years of fighting them that I did. And they continue to deny me the back pay when all I tried to do was tell them the truth. They're not interested in the truth. They're only interested in their interests, not mine and not yours. So that's my charge.
Greece is one of the oldest democracies on this planet. They're the first one to develop it. Italy absorbed Greece because they liked it so much that they modeled after it. This is Rome. Italy and Greece are now under the thumb of their debt and no longer have democratic government in their countries. Their debt, artificially inflated, has voided their vote. They are no longer democracies. We cannot allow that here. We are modeling after that, and we are heading in the same direction with these laws, with debt that is arbitrary and assigned by these banks, and eventually used to abolish our vote as people. We must stand up and stop this.
To rectify the corporations.
Speak to revoke human rights for corporations.
And recognize that money is not speech.
And recognize that money is not speech.
While we wait for the court's compliance,
While we wait for the court's compliance,
we will continue to push for a constitutional amendment.
we will continue to push for a constitutional amendment
Which will prevent future courts
which will prevent future courts
from making the same mistakes.
from making the same mistakes.
Because while these lies continue,
Because while these lies continue,
and our system is still corrupted by them,
and our system is still corrupted by them,
the people may never again regain their faith in government.
the people may never again regain their faith in government.
Thank you all.